All right. Good evening, everyone. A laptop hound here for a little bit of a late night, early night, depending on the coast that you're on. You guys been searching for some treasure? Have you been digging around the couch cushions looking for some nice treasure? Well, we got some treasure tonight, folks. Yes, it is time. I know many of you have been waiting all day for these cards, and they are now here. Yeah, we've got the Tuesday, September 10 edition of the Trove. That's right. Pitchers, hitters. Oh, Max found a few things today. Oh, yeah, he did. Let's go. L Key Hall. Now, are you like, do you cut keys? Is that what your name means? You're a key cutter? Probably not. Probably the other reference. Hope you get something good. Well, here we go. We're going to go through them. I don't know if I don't know. I hope they're not on the shop yet. They might be, though, because it's late, and Nicolino has to get to bed on the East Coast. So hopefully you won't spoil anything if they are alive. Okay, don't spoil anything, folks. No spoilers. I was going to make you do a quiz. I can't make you do a quiz now and guess the cards because they are already live. Here we go. Starting with the pitchers. Now, a lot of the names you're going to see tonight are names that are pretty well known in the baseball community. That's right. These are well-known names. And a lot of these names already have cards in the game. Higher level cards. Don't forget, this is Hall of Fame week this week. So Sporer is not going to mess around with the Tuesday set. Although it's Wednesday, still going to be a lot of Hall of Fame players. Starting off at the iron level, not many irons this week because of the cards that came out last night. Warren Spahn. That's right. Warren Spahn is in the game as an iron card. A little bit kind of strange. But if we look back, we won't do this for all the players because they're already live. But back in 1965, which this card is based off of, Mr. Warren Spahn, of course, Sandy Koufax was the top pitcher with 26 wins back then. But Warren Spahn clocked in at ranking number 45 with the Mets, with the San Francisco Giants. So there he is right there. He had a .6 WAR with the Mets, or no, .64 total. It was .6 with the San Francisco Giants. So this is the New York Met version because, of course, New York Mets. We got the Mets. So let's take a look again at these ratings. And here they are. Yeah, Whale King. Sporer said he was going to release these tonight. And I said, you know what? No one else is streaming. I don't mind popping on Sporer if you want me to show them off. You want to see the full ratings here as opposed to looking at them in the game. I don't mind that. And if you're watching these after the fact, here you go. I'm going to take myself off screen so you get the full picture. 5L, yes, all day, every day, especially against the righties. 5L, bring it, Warren. I'm going to draft my team later, too. Let's see if I get a Warren Spahn. 42 overall, good cap card. Got a little bit of a bat as well. And in the 5L, if he does start for you somehow, I don't think he'll start for you in the 5L because you don't only need 3 pitchers. Right, Whale King? You only need 3. But if he does get a plate appearance, he's got a little bit of a bat. Number 2 from the 1912 season, Mr. Rixey. Again, already, I believe, has a card in the game. You guys can help me out. What version does he have? I'm thinking gold, diamond, bronze, silver. I don't know. I know he does have a version in the game so far because I've seen it. I just can't remember what level it is. Good pitcher, BABIP. Great home run suppression. Very splitty against the left-handed batters. Again, it is an iron, so keep that in mind. And would I start him anywhere? Again, he's a high iron, so you can't use him on your low iron team. And he's got what you want in terms of BABIP and home run suppression. Little light on stuff, a little light on control, but he's got the goods where it counts. 52 overall, Epa Rixey. And for those of you that might play iron out there, please let us know if it fits into the meta, because when we get to the bronze cards, I'm going to pull up some data and show you who the competition is at certain positions. So Eperixi, 52, left-handed pitcher, Hall of Fame week is in the game. Thank you, Max, for helping with Silver Up. I don't think we have any irons in the stream. Weirzy, yeah, Weirzy, you can see your name on the bottom of the old ticker down there. You're doing well. Keep it up. Next, good old Canadian. Oh, Canada. That's right. Fergie Jenkins, one of the 2 Hall of Fame Canadian players, is in the game. 58 overall, Cavacom flying his baseball, Canadian baseball. 5 pitches, high iron, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, I might even start this one in the 5L. I might start this one, right, Whale King? With the 50 stamina and 5 pitches? Convince me I shouldn't be starting this in the 5L. 142 pitcher BABIP. He's much better than a lot of the bronze cards. And he's got stuff. Like, Sporer, did you make a mistake? Is this supposed to be a diamond? Just wait. For effect. Is this supposed to be a diamond? Just kidding. It's called power creep, folks. Look it up in the Webster's Dictionary. Looks like a pretty good iron card. Again, I might try and start this in the 5L if I get him tonight. He might be one of my starters. I just think he's got all the right pieces. And how is this a 58? He's got super control, he's got super stuff, and he's got way above pitcher BABIP. I guess it's that low home run suppression. Not much of a bat, but it is Fergie Jenkins from the Chicago Cubs. 1966, Fergie Jenkins. Gotta love it. Yeah. For the 5L. Is it really terrible for the 5L for dead ball? No. Mind you, there are home runs, and this might be the card that gives up the 43 home runs in the tournament. Fergie Jenkins, we love you. I'm going to start you. I am going to test you out. If I get you in my draft tonight, because I haven't drafted my 5L yet, if I get you, I promise, Fergie, I will start you. Next up, from the 1969 season, that's right, 69, Nolan Ryan. Give it up for another New York Met. Yeah, those 69 Mets, Nolan Ryan was a reliever, apparently. Look at that fastball for an iron. Have we ever had an iron card with 207 as a pitch? I don't know. Someone go on Wikipedia and find out if we've ever had an iron with that much of a fastball. 44 stamina. However, with Nolan Ryan, it's always about the control. Reminds me of a Chicago Cub named Marmol, or a really bad Chapman. 35 control. But when he does get it across the plate, he's not likely to give up a home run. The wild man. I hope you have a good catcher. You might need a good framing catcher to get a few more strikes out of this guy. Nolan Ryan, interesting card. High home run suppression, high pitcher BABIP. I will take him in the 6L. Reminds me of, the Mitch Williams type of player. There's a few other iron relievers that kind of look like this shape. Hall of Famer, by the way, New York Mets, Nolan Ryan. Yeah, we only care about Sporer. We only care about 5L and 6L. That's it. Those are the only 2 eras that we really care about in Perfect Team. Don't let anyone else fool you. 1960. Just kidding. Kind of. Next up, we go to 2006. Now, when you think of 2006 and you think of low-level Hall of Fame cards. Who might it be? Who was a dominant pitcher in the 2000s? Now, if you've looked already in the game, you already know. But if you haven't looked, can I talk you into a certain RJ? You know who I mean? Randy Johnson, New York Yankee. Whoa, let me repeat that. New York Yankee, Randy Johnson, 61 overall. Look at that pitching against the left-handed batters. Excuse me, left-handed batters. You're going to be in a little bit of trouble if you come up against RJ. He's got 69 stamina. He's got six different pitches. And he is definitely 5L. 6L, maybe. I don't know if I trust that home run suppression against the righties in the 6L. But yeah, give it a shot. I would definitely play him in the 5L all the time. Dylan, what do you think? You think this guy's a stud in bronze? So just to give you an idea of who he's going up against, if we compare him to some of the 6L pitchers, this is what he's facing. Currently, right now, the best 6L pitcher according to FIP is Steve Trout. Now, Steve Trout has a very good home run suppression compared to his pitcher BABIP. His shape is different than Randy's. Anibal Sanchez is number 2 in FIP. Harry Harper, who I know Dylan really likes. He's attached to that card. And then we got the Bill M. Now, remember, these are not the variants. These are the base cards because it's the 6L. Terry Mulholland, one of the top 10 pitchers in the 6L. Scott Kazmir, Jim Bollinger, Greg Maddux, Dizzy Dismukes, and CC Sabathia, if we're looking at FIP. Now, in the 6L, if we're looking at WOBA, oops, we don't want the low WOBA. Let's get the, what am I doing here? Here we go. Sort. There we go. Best WOBA pitcher in the 6L is Mulholland, and then Dismukes, Harry Harper. So it looks like maybe overall Harry Harper might be your best choice. CC Sabathia, Kazmir, Bollinger, McNally. So where will RJ fit in? That is the question. Will he be up there with Steve Trout? Maybe not enough of home run suppression to get into the top 5. But here he is again, RJ. Excellent pitcher, BABIP. Again, I think he's more suited for the 5L for sure. And he's another pitcher. If I see him, I'm going to draft him. Give him a shot. I really like it. Harry Harper is the GOAT. Yeah, he is. You know, I have my favorite cards of the cycle, and I think old Dylan, when he looks back on this game, is going to always fondly remember Harry Harper. No way, you just got the Musial card in the perfect draft. I don't know if I've ever had that one. I got Boggs in my 6L tonight. I did get the Boggs card, but I don't think I've had the Musial card yet. Can't wait though. All right, from RJ we go to 1958. Got 3 more pictures to show you here. Now, when you think of 1958, you think of the Giants, you think of the Dodgers. Who could it be? Who is dominant? Who is a Hall of Famer from the 1950s? Could it be SK? No. Different Dodger. Don Drysdale, that's right. And we've got a double shot of Don Drysdale. Let's start with his hitting. Now, this is not a 6L eligible card. It reminds me, of a better Rick Camp, because he can hit home runs on both sides of the plate here. But look at that power for Don Drysdale. Are you kidding me? 140. So if you're playing in a no DH, high silver kind of league, you can let this guy hit. So, Max, what do you think? You're one of our silver experts here. Where does he fit in terms of the high silver meta? Awesome curveball, changeup, 63 stamina. You might want to crank up his hold runners because he's an ace, keeping the guys on first base. Excellent home run suppression. Pitcher BABIP. Again, it kind of reminds me of the Steve Trout kind of profile. And Steve Trout does really well in the power era. So if Steve Trout does well, I think a better version of Steve Trout would do just as well, just my opinion. So looks pretty solid. High silver. Little bit of a two-way player. He's got some BABIP power against the lefties, and he's got some power against the righties. So either going to be an out, strikeout, or a home run. I don't think he's going to get many singles. Although he might pop the odd double against the righties. Maybe not with that speed. You think he's time eligible, time machine eligible too? Explain that for our viewers. What does that mean? He's time eligible, time machine eligible. Like to be experimented on? Or that he can play in many different eras? Oh, the gold time machine. Okay, one of the tournaments. See, I don't play gold yet. Don Drysdale, silver. No real weaknesses. Maybe a little bit of BABIP against the right-handed pitchers. No one mispronounced his name. Someone mispronounced your name or had a different meaning for it. I don't think there's anyone old enough in chat to remember him pitch unless you watch some highlights, some replay. Heard he was good, though. Drysdale and Sandy. What a great 1-2 combination. All right, from 1958, we are going to head to the 1961 year. So we go from Don Drysdale, a right-handed pitcher, to the guy I just mentioned, 1-2 punch, left-handed starter, Sandy Koufax. Where's A-Dub when I need him? Where is A-Dub? The low gold. I think he'd play in 1919 for sure. Full show. Crank up the hold runner again. 92 stamina. Can easily pitch in a complete game. He's got good enough home run suppression for 1919. Control a little weak against the lefties, not going to lie. So I might walk a few of the lefty batters that have good eye. And he'd play in low gold snap. Yeah, that's the 19. Is that the 1919, the low gold snap? I know A-Dub talks about low gold being 1919. Sandy Koufax, 1961. Let's see if we can show you a little bit of Sandy here. Because again, it is Hall of Fame week. And in Hall of Fame week, we got to spend a little time looking at some of these players. What do you mean? There is no year 19651. There's Don Drysdale from 1961. Sandy ranked number 8. And if we look at the WAR from that year, Sandy was actually ranked number 3 in WAR in 1961. So he was maybe not quite in his prime, but he was sure getting there. 5.7 WAR, 18 wins, 13 losses, 3.52 ERA. Even had a save. So nice little tribute to the gold, low gold, Sandy Koufax. Well, we got one more pitcher to show off. And just forget about all the other pitchers that you saw. They don't matter. There's really only one card you want tonight in terms of pitchers. There's only one. And I know you're drooling. Grueling. One more pitcher, a high gold pitcher. Some people in the Discord, some people on Sporer streams have been asking for him. When's he coming? When's he coming? Where is he? And you may not be getting the best version of him in terms of stats, but you're getting the best version in terms of the team that he played on. Our last pitcher tonight as part of the treasure, welcome Gold 88, Pedro Martinez. Yeah, but it's okay to stare for a while. Indeed. Admire. Ooh. 88 gold. Yeah, Elkie Hall. Best team. This is his best team. Don't mention the Boston Red Sox for me. He was not memorable, was he, as a Boston Red Sox? No. It was the Expos. That was his breakthrough team. If it wasn't for the Expos giving this young kid a chance to play the game he loved, he would have never become the Hall of Famer that he is. Keep that in mind. The good Canadian cooking, the poutine, the Tim Hortons, the croissant, and a little bit of good old maple syrup gave him the strength and energy to pitch the way he did. So yes, Elkie Hall, the best team. All right, gold players, where does he fit? Is he like Mega Meta? You know, you pair him in a draft with the new Dennis Eckersley World Championship card. And do you need anyone else? Every 5 games, Pedro and Dennis Eckersley. Pedro, you go 8. Dennis, you go 1. He's on the Tong, Severino, Felix. Well, imagine him as a variant, right? His variant's going to be in demand. I like too how large that Expo logo is. I'm surprised there's not a. Actually, some just have the logos and some have the players. I never realized that before. I thought every card had a fake player on it. Oh, could you imagine if Rich Grisham got the rights to Pedro, how nuts people would go? Put Pedro in a powder blue Expo uniform like the Mark Langston. That would be incredible. Rich Grisham, if you're listening, rights to Pedro Martinez. Get on it pronto. A variant might go, yeah, well, look at the sad Sam. He went for like 225 or something or more, and that's a bronze. So this guy is going to go for a lot. I'm guessing at least 250, at least minimum. So Pedro Martinez is your last pitcher as part of the treasure. So if you're just tuning in, you tuned in a little bit late. We'll run through these quickly again. They are already live. You can get them in packs. We have 42 overall Warren Spahn. Awesome for the 5L. We got a 5L, 6L Epa Rixie. We have a 58 overall Canadian Fergie Jenkins. 5L material. Look at that picture, Babbitt. Not a lot of contact on this guy. And he can paint some corners. We got the 59 overall Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan with the 207 fastball. We got RJ Randy Johnson. Could play 5L, could play 6L. Probably a little better in the 5L. Don Drysdale, 2-way, slightly. With the bat, got some power. Can also pitch in the modern era. And then our gold card, Sandy Koufax. More of an earlier era player. And, of course, Pedro. All right, looks like we're on a break, so we're going to cover the batters as soon as we get back. Love the card so far. What a great job, Sporer. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Welcome back, everyone. After the break, we are here on Twitch looking at some of the new cards that came out within the last hour. And yeah, we're on Twitch. We're also simulcasting live on YouTube. We're on the YT. So if you're watching on YouTube and you play Perfect Team, why aren't you on Twitch? You get free packs. You go over to Twitch. So YouTubers, Twitchers, welcome in. We are finishing off the pictures here. We looked at Pedro Martinez. Lots in the house tonight. I hope you're having a good evening on the West Coast, East Coast, Asia, Europe, wherever you may be watching. Max, I saw you post a couple hot polls. You got a nice little new variant, didn't you? New little, I think it was an iron. Was it a Felix? I think you pulled the iron new Felix card. And then you pulled like a perfect card as well. So the cards were hot for you when you were opening your packs earlier this evening. All right, let's go on to the hitters. So the hitters are not in order of tier like the pitchers were. They're in positional order, starting with the catchers. Hall of Famer Roy Campanella. Roy Campanella has some power as a 59 iron. Only 17 BABIP against the lefties. Really good defense for an iron catcher. Kynan, my PayPal address is give me all your money for pulling a perfect card at gmail.ca. Who'd you get? Kynan, who is your perfect? No way. So as soon as I said perfect, you pulled a perfect. And we're on catchers, and you pulled a catcher. Now, I don't have my coffee mug with me tonight because it's late, and I don't want to be caffeinated this late. But if that's not synchronicity, I don't know what is. Congratulations. Kynan pulling a perfect Josh Gibson. And Max got the Cristobal. I'm not mentioning his last name because franchise is here. Wow. And you got a Cliff Lee variant. You got two of the newer variants. Wow, Max. Good stuff. Good stuff. Usually this doesn't happen till my Thursday stream. So Roy Campanella, if you're looking for a second catcher in the 6L, I guess you can't take him because you already have two catchers because it's a positional draft. 5L, yeah. Don't touch him. Pretend he's not there. If you see him in the 5L, just Roy, I don't see a Roy Campanella. No, I don't see any iron catchers here. Next up, speaking of Hall of Fame catchers, we always like the Rodriguez. Look at this one here. Max, what is your silver opinion on IROD? Gap power, eye, BABIP, framing, blocking, good enough arm. Now, from a 5L perspective, this is fire. This is hot. I could see myself taking him as my silver choice. And Max has weighed in and says a very good defensive catcher with a bat and better than the gold launch pudge. Yeah. Isn't everything better than the launch cards now? Except Dave Steeb. So imagine getting this variant where you boost up your defense a little bit, you boost up some of your speed, you boost up some of that power. Yeah, I like this as a really good solid 5L silver round choice as a bat. Mind you, you might have two catchers by then. Do you really want to take your chance and have one catcher going to the silver round, hoping that he's there? I guess if you're in round 12 and it says 11 out of 12 catchers, you know that one is coming in silver. Do you gamble that it's him, or are you going to get some dud? Oh, silver 76, 2003. Well, from 2003, we're going way back in time. We're going back to the 1800s, back to 1895. And who was the hot player back in 1885 at catcher? Well, I guess you could, but listed as a first baseman here, Buck Ewing. Five L managers rejoice. We might have our favorite new catcher in the 5L because he's got speed. He's got three positions. He's a top heavy profile. Swap the power in the eye and he would be like, mwah. He'd be like that perfect pizza pie. But we can't do that. We can't interchange. But I think he's going to be extremely good. I think if you play low bronze, I think if there's a dead ball, a daily that comes out, he's an automatic. And again, I think if you get the variant for the early eras or for the low bronze, you're really looking good. Yeah, 42 blocking, yeah. Did they really block back then? Didn't they just pretty much stand up? And if the ball hit them, they counted that as blocking. Did they really actually make an effort to crouch and to block a ball? I don't know. We need to bring in the footage. Where are the VHS tapes from 1895? All right, so let's compare them to some of the 5L catchers to see where he might fit. I'm just waiting for my newest download to come in. Cards are live. You can get them in packs. If you pull someone good, let us know. If you pull the variant Pedro, you won the lottery. All right, top hitters in the 5L based on position. I just downloaded this tonight again. So if you want to get Buck, these are the guys that you're looking at in terms of the top 5L catchers based off of WOBA. Right now, based off of WOBA, the best catcher is Tim McCarver in the 5L. Tom Satriano is number 2. Let's wait, WOBA, yeah, that's right. Phil Massey, this is 5L. Gabby Hartnett, Muddy Ruel, Silver Flint, Jacob Stallings, Lave Cross, Johnny Bench, and Buddy Rosar. So I definitely think that Buck Ewing will be a top 10 catcher in the 5L. So McCarver, Satriano, and Massey. Let's go take a look at their profiles. McCarver, Satriano, and Massey. McCarver, hide cards I own. There we go. None. Good thing franchise didn't get players that I spelt wrong. How do you spell his name? People with 2 C's. MCC. Can't touch this. Okay, MCC. Here we go. McCarver. Void K's is good. I kind of still like Buck Ewing. Mind you, this guy's got a little better catching, which might make a difference. Satriano. Got the eye, but not as top heavy. And Massey, who I usually never take. Who is this? Mr. Massey, Phil Massey. He's got a top heavy profile with, this is maybe the closest. Although this guy has a lot of eye. So where will Mr. Buck be? Will that eye hurt him? Or will he break into the top 10 for catchers? I think he will. I think the fact that he's got speed and he's successful stealing bases, I think that's going to really help. And that's going to create a lot of doubles and triples. We could see our best triple hitting catcher. So you throw him with Maury Wills and Kitty and not Coco Chris, but the other guy, Juan Pierre. And you could have a really speedy team. Yeah, I like this for the 5L. And we didn't get many bronzes tonight. I think we only got three, maybe 4 bronzes. We did get some more iron, though, including the bookend to go with the 103 World Championship bogs. Actually, not World Championship, PTCS bogs. We got the iron bogs. And look at that Avoid K. Not a lot of speed. 1999 bogs. Mr. Audit is around. He will be able to get this bogs. 88 BABIP. So again, a 5L in play card. Doesn't have the speed or the gap power, but does have BABIP and Avoid K and I. So definitely can play in the 5L. And I probably wouldn't play him at third. So first baseman or DH. And I wouldn't play him at DH because you're not taking advantage of the DH penalty. So I would say he's strictly a first baseman. Wade Boggs, 1999 from your Devil Rays. Yeah, Silver Flint and Lave Cross, I think, are really good too. triples and doubles guys. Ezra, are you going at the bottom of the hour? Because I will raid into you. I will stay on to the bottom of the hour if you're going. I don't know if you said tonight is the night you can't stream or if it was last night. Next up from 1999, we go to a year where Ezra Denny enjoyed watching all the sitcoms on TV, enjoyed watching those cop shows, and fell in love with Julie from A Certain Boat. That's right, we go to 1978. So think of the really good players from the late 1970s. Let me introduce you to 42 overall, Ozzie Smith. This was his rookie year. Cap players, stop drooling. Low iron players, keep drooling. Ozzie Smith, the 42 iron card. BABIP against the righties. Avoid K against the righties. Excellent speed, excellent infield range. I mean, for 2 cap points, it's a must-have, I would think. Anything early era, especially. He's got 2 power, not much eye. Great defensively again. Only plays the one position. Did Ozzie ever play anything other than shortstop? Does anyone ever remember Ozzie playing like second base or third base? Like other than maybe for like half an inning? And Max got the base a few minutes ago. Way to go. I bet you could sell this one quite a bit. Someone in low iron probably really wants it. Ozzie Smith, 42 overall from the San Diego Padres. Forgot he started his career in on the West Coast. It's like thinking of Joe Carter as a San Diego Padre. You never really think of him in San Diego. Okay, from 1978, we are going to go back in time to the early eras, the dead ball eras. We're going to jump back to 1901. A lot of good players in the early 1900s. Honus Wagner, Ty Cobb, Shoeless Joe. Who could it be? It will be shortstop Bobby Wallace, 76 silver. Again, a solid 5L silver choice. I mean, look at this, Ezra. Like, this is what we like, isn't it? I mean, maybe you like I a little more than I do. But I mean, if I was going to create a card and be my shortstop, it would be Bobby Wallace. Got just enough speed. He's probably going to get some triples. He can play third and short. And I like it that a lot of times we see these shortstops that only play short. I love it that he can play third because he's got 106 arm. He can fire the ball to first base. Going to commit some errors. 55 errors, a little bit worrisome. But early era Bobby Wallace, if I am lacking a shortstop or third base in the 5L, he's mine. I am going to take him. Now there's so many good cards in silver. Yeah, the error. Mind you, there's so many errors in dead ball. Will it really matter? A good alternative, Max says, for Kid Elberfeld. Okay, let's take a quick peek at the kid. Well, definitely Kid's a lot more well-rounded. He's got 107 range, where Bobby has 114. Error's pretty close. Bobby has 55. Kid has 65. Arm's a little bit better on the kid, and turn double play is one less on the kid. But you're getting a much, much better BABIP in terms of Wallace. You're getting about equal. Actually, it's pretty close in terms of Void K. Pretty close. Bobby's slightly better. Gap power, no contest. But the kid does give you some power, and he does give you some eye. So he's going to play a little. He's going to play a lot better in the modern era. But I really like this again. I think 5L is almost automatic if you see him, unless you've got some high end third base and shortstop already. I think you take him. Yeah, you could have both, right? You kid at second and Bobby at third, or Bobby at short. That'd be a nice combination. But I do think Bobby Kid's definitely more geared towards later eras. Okay, we go from 1901. We've got 4 more cards left. We go to 1974. So back to the 70s. You know, when the Cincinnati Reds were really good. Dodgers, of course, were good in the 70s. And we go to left fielder Hank the Tank. That's right. Hall of Famer Hank Aaron is in the game as a bronze card. Dylan, are you still here? Weird profile against the righties. 139 power and 38 BABIP. Hello, Joey Gallo, in terms of BABIP and power. Or the other guy we talked about today. Who is that guy we talked, the iron card that came out yesterday? Who was that iron card that was all power and eye? This guy doesn't have eye, though, against the righties. But Hank Aaron gets a bronze card. I don't know when the last time he had a bronze card. I'm used to him having perfect card and gold cards. I see a lot of gold Hank Aaron's in previous games. But he's got a bronze now, and it's a low bronze. Yeah, Adam Dunn. That was the guy, Ezra. Thank you. I know, Lud. I don't know what I'm still doing up. Sporer said, I'm going to release the treasure later in the evening. I said, hey, I can show off some of the cards, like Bobby Wallace, Hank Aaron. So there you go. I don't know where he fits other than, I don't know. 6L, defense is, I mean, definitely in low bronze. Put him in low bronze. I don't know. There's so much competition now in bronze. Yeah, not really a 5L guy. So I guess 6L. No problem, Lud. Keep being amazing, my friend. Keep being the man that you are. We go to gold, center fielder. 1927, Chris Speaker. Now, man, if you play 1919 low gold, could you ask for anything better? I don't know where A-Dub is. Maybe he's taking care of the kids tonight. Maybe he's watching a movie with the family. But A-Dub, where are you? Because you would get so excited over this card. Chris Speaker. Early era, all day long. He'd get him today. Yeah, he would do whatever it takes. And this variant, because of low gold especially, we could see like a 300,000, 350,000 because of the name and because of that one specific tournament. Like this guy. Not much on the base paths, but they're going to get some doubles, maybe the odd triple. You can take walks, base hits, and not strike out. 185 avoid K. This may be the most suited card I've seen for dead ball tonight. Perfectly suited for dead ball. Next up, we go from 1927. We're in the outfield. We go to 1961. So this is the Ezra base game era. Now, I don't know if Ezra's looked at the cards already, but could we get a Willie Mays? I mean, that would be perfect. He'd be 1961 Willie Mays. Who else was really good in 1961? Mr. Wagner? Is it time for Wag? It is. Andre Dawson. We go from a 82 stud to a 44 low iron. And this is 1995, I guess. I thought it was, oh yeah, no, I was looking at my pitcher years, not 1961. Andre Dawson as a Florida Marlin. Andre, you had better years, didn't you? So against the left-handed pitchers, does really well, although his eye's not very good. No speed, no defense. Not like the Andre Dawson in Montreal, who would gun guys down at the plate. Andre, in his later years, still can hit some home runs, still can leg out some doubles, and make contact with the ball. Yeah, eye's not very good. It'd be fun watching Marmol against Dawson in a perfect draft. Maybe in one of our quicks we'll be able to see that. And that is it, folks. That's all Sporer put together today. So one more time, the hitters: Roy Campanella, 59 iron, 76 catching Rodriguez, 64 Buck Ewing, Wade Boggs, first baseman, Ozzie Smith at shortstop in low iron, Bobby Wallace, Hank Aaron, Chris Speaker, and Andre Dawson. I know. I'm just teasing you, Sporer. I just know how you love creating cards. I'm waiting for the Sporer Century set. 100 cards made by Sporer in one day. You think you have the stamina for that? Did you make 100 cards in a day? You know how MLB has the countdown of the top like 100 players? Sporer would do the countdown. 100 cards. That would be a 3-day stream. You would have to stream for 72 hours in a row. And if you built every card on stream, take the week off, folks. Or you do them in parts. Here's the first 10 from 100 to 91, part 1 of a 10-part series featuring Sporer creating cards. That actually would be pretty fun. That would be fun. You could probably do that with a launch deck at the very beginning of a cycle. Sporer's 100 launch cards. Who is your favorite card of the set, folks? For whatever you may use your cards for. Tell me which card gets you excited the most. For me, it's Pedro, even though I don't play gold. Pedro and Chris Speaker. I'm going to go with 2 golds. Pedro and Chris Speaker. Sporer's going with Pedro. Max is going with Koufax. That should be a pay-per-view event. Sporer creates 100 cards. $9.99. Per episode. All proceeds go directly to Sporer. Yeah, I really like, I mean, there's a lot of good cards. It's tough. I really like that Bobby Wallace too. But I would have to say Pedro and Tris are outstanding. Let me draft my team here quickly before I forget. Let's see if we get any of these cards today. Actually, when's Ezra's coming on in 5 minutes, so it's going to take me more than 5 minutes. So let me just open up a few packs. We'll draft my team off screen. And then you guys can see my wonderful win in the 5L tomorrow. Let's open 5 gold packs. Let's look for that variant. I feel I'm going to get Pedro or what's his face, Tris Speaker. Okay, let's do the 5L. Okay, let's do the 5L. Okay, well now I got to open a couple gold because he's probably sitting right here. Ezra, I'm going to open a couple gold first. Brandon McKay. Holy smokes. You're worth something. I don't want you though, because I don't play gold. So there you go. Have at it, folks. Cheapest on the card shop. And Brad Keller, quick sell. And from really good to really bad. 2 more. What do we got? Tom Murphy, quick sell. 1 more gold pack. Come on, Pedro. Jim Jeffries. Okay, did I finish any missions at least? Let's see, collect missions. Nope. All right, let's go do the 5L. Currently sitting in 15th place. Congratulations to Ezra Denny, who got 4 points today. And who else got points today? We had the Ghosts with 4 points. We had the War Eagles with 4 points. And someone else had 4. VR Mind had 1. Auburn War Eagles got 7 points. They were our semifinal winner, lost in the finals. And our champion today, D King 395. The Seminoles get 10 points. You had 6 pitchers? I was rooting for you, Ezra, and like, come on. It's Ezra's turn to go on a streak. Not quite. Just missed out. That's a big difference from 4 points to 7 points. Like those 3 points, that gives you a lot more leeway. All right, where we're playing in Brooklyn. Low BABIP, low home runs, pitcher park. Okay, come on. I want that Bobby Wallace. Oh, great. I got Jose Canseco. Okay. All right, before I do that, I got to look at my cheat sheet. Look at your cheat sheet, Lap. Okay, best first baseman. Jacob Wilson, Cole Young, Brad Wilkerson, Dalton, Walling, Kitty. Kitty is actually above Johnny Noon now. In terms of a true first baseman, Kitty is number 2. He's actually tied for number 1. Take that, Ezra Denny. Johnny Hop. Second baseman, Jacob Wilson. So Jacob Wilson's a nice silver card. Rod Cruz there. Piggy Ward still there. Kid Elberfeld. Third baseman, Jacob Wilson. Man, he's just 343 Woba. That Woba? Yeah, that's Woba. What's Kitty's 312 OBP and 320 Woba? Yeah, his OBP on base percentage. Because of that eye, he doesn't take many walks. Happy retirement, Juan Segura. Shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Okay, that's the meta silver. Jacob Wilson. He could play anywhere. Cole Young, Kid Lowe. A lot of silvers there at short. In the outfield, Al Bumbry, 346 Woba. Wow. That was one that Sporer built on stream, the Al Bumbry. How is he doing so good? Juan Pierre is up there. Sean Figgins, Cole Young. Center field, Pierre, Lowe, Greer, Thomas. In right field, Bumbry, Deckard, Wilkerson, DeVore. Okay. Top heavy profile for Bumbry. I don't know if I've really taken him that much, I guess. I'm glad I looked at my cheat sheet. Okay, let's go back. Oh, not a very good round. Yuck. Milan and Geronimo, I guess, are the best two here. Where's that cheat sheet? It's just over there. It's over there. You get to see the Waggy Awards. I went through the Waggy Awards on Monday, nerd. Go watch my Monday episode and go about halfway through, and I go through them, all the different positions, all the top cards. I don't have that posted anywhere, though. I just downloaded the most recent update tonight. Just watch this video and pause it. Who do I want next? Johnny Hop and Pumpsy Green stand out. This is a pretty good round. I could go with String Bean or Brian Harper. I think I'm going to go Johnny and Pumpsy. So, no pitchers so far. Pumpsy's going second base. Johnny Hop for now, both ways at first. Joe Cunningham. Hop only plays first. Oh, no, he plays right field. Okay, Hop, you're going to go in right. And Joe Cunningham. For now, you're going to go first. Right field. This is what I do every time I draft now. I put my players where they likely would go. Felix Milan, I think I'll get someone better than you, but let's put you at second for now. Or third. Second and third. Jose Offerman. Yeah, I'm not playing you at short. No. Jose Canseco, right. Cesar Geronimo against the righties in center for now. And Suzuki, I don't think you're going to play. Okay, back to the draft. It's a coin toss for Harper and Hop. Yeah. I guess I probably should have went with the catcher. because there's a lot of first basemen. I'll probably get Kitty because I'm live streaming. Nick Swisher, more of a 6L guy, but really good. Kubek's pretty good as a shortstop. So Kubek. None of you guys were on my cheat sheet. Chicken Hawks is good too, but got first baseman already. This is a tough one. Maybe a pitcher. We should start an 11L. You already got me up to 7L, Ezra. How did you go from 7 to 11? That's quite the jump for you. This is a bad second choice. I guess I'm going to go Swisher. Maybe he gets the 3 home runs in the tournament. Okay, so Kubek, you can go short for now against the righties. Swisher, you can go left field against the righties for now. All right, we're starting to fill this in nicely. Steinbeck, oh, there's DeVore. He was on that list. Yeah, we got to go DeVore in right field probably. Good speed. And there's Johnny Noon. Now watch me get Kitty. I'll have Noon, Hop, Cunningham, and Kitty. I got to take Johnny. Anyone else stand out here? Tavares? Not really. Molitor for second base, maybe? Man, that's hard to pass on Johnny. But I am going to pass on Johnny. We're going to go, where was he? Paul Molitor. Okay, DeVore against, well, both ways, really. Right field. But I got Johnny Hop there. Ooh, don't want Johnny against the lefties. DeVore, you're coming into right. Now, who do I replace you with? Probably Swisher or Geronimo. Not Hop. Hop is staying there. Yeah. Geronimo out, Swisher to center. And who was that? Who was I just looking at here? DeVore? Yeah, DeVore. Kubek, you're probably out against the lefties. Okay, so I need some catchers. Third base against the righties, shortstop, and outfield against the lefties. Billy, are you good against the lefties? No. Got no room for you, Billy. Catcher, maybe. Yeah, actually, I don't mind using you at catcher. What is your catcher feel ratings like? Yeah, I'll use you at catcher. And this guy was number 3 for the 5L catchers. So I think I might take both my catchers. No one else really jumps out. I missed the Splittorf card from last year. Every time I see this one, I say it's a knockoff. Give me the OOTP 25. All right, I got both my catchers. Phil is better against the lefties. And who's the other one? Billy against the righties. That works out nice. There, that kids is called a platoon. Paul Molitor, second base against the lefties. I guess. Felix Milan, you can only play second. Molitor, you can play first, second, and third. We'll keep it like that. So I need a third baseman. And outfielders against the lefties. His speed as a catcher, Billy? 92, yeah. Catcher. Okay, next, what do we got? I don't got any starting pitchers, and we're in round 7 already. Kenny Lofton, are you good against the lefties? Oh, yeah, Kenny. Kenny, come on to the team. Oh, the rest is kind of ugly. But I gotta take a pitcher. Maybe Jim? Irv? Jim? Yeah, problem with I'm starting not to care about defense in the 5L. I probably should care a little bit more, but he's good against the lefties. Buster Mills, but I need another pitcher. Where are you, low bronze pitchers? Cal Eldred, please make an appearance. Okay, we're going to go with these. Kenny Lofton, center field. So I need a shortstop and a left fielder, and then I need a shortstop or no, third baseman. Okay, we got 2 more bronze rounds. I need a shortstop against the righties. Nope. Desmond. Ooh, I do need an outfielder. Do I need a left fielder? Is it left? Yes, I do. Okay, Desmond Jennings. You are a nice fit. Oh, George. Nope. Bridwell. You're a good shortstop. Yeah, you could be my shortstop against the righties. That's a nice fit. Things are coming together. I got no pitchers here. Can you believe this? Not one pitcher. I've got one. And he's not really a pitcher. But I like those 2 choices. So Bridwell. Tony can go third. Got a good enough arm. Yep. And Desmond in left field. Well, look at that. All I need is a shortstop, and I could put Tony there if I had to. Or I could put Bridwell there. Yeah, Bridwell. There we go. I think we have, and I didn't even have to go to Iron to get my full team. Now, do we have any improvements here? Do we have any pitchers? I guess I have to take Dennis Lamp. That's going to kill me tomorrow, is my pitching. I didn't get one meta pitcher. Not one. Not one. Hopefully we'll get some irons, though. Okay, Dave Chalk, you can back up the infield. Eric Davis. Yeah, you can back up the outfield. If you got one of those blue stars, you're probably pretty good. This is a new card. You know what? I might go with him. 8 stamina. He should be able to pitch 3 innings. Oh, Fred Bean's pretty good, though. I think we're going to go. How many outfielders? I got a ton of outfielders. Eric Davis, we got to go with Fred Bean. I think I'm going to be looking for a silver pitcher. I got 2 catchers already. Bob, Boozer. I don't mind Boozer. That's like a Sandy. This is Sandy Koufax. Bob or Boozer. Arabu's pretty good too. I don't mind him. Judge, Fink, Lawson. Lawson, not quite good enough. No. Do like him, but the gap power is light. He only plays short, though. That's not worth taking. And Tax Summer's a great utility guy. Let's go with the 2 pitchers. 2 more rounds to go, Ezra. We've got 6 pitchers. I better take a pitcher here in case there's nothing in silver. So I got to take the best pitcher. Junk, Graves, almost look the same. Okay, Chase Lee is so far the choice. Stanhouse, your control's too low. Not quite good enough. Dave Rucker, nope. Oops, who was it? It was Chase Lee. Okay, so I've got at least 7 pitchers. Now, Lamp. Can I have a redraft? Rabu. Bagby. Look at that, chat. If that's not a winning pitching rotation. Okay, I got to take a screenshot of this because once I draft my silver round, this disappears. We'll do that off stream. Okay, let's check out the silvers. Come on, Tukes. Tukes, you can save this. Tukes, where are you, Tukes? Oh, we got the Don Drysdale. We got 2 pitchers. Jones has 23 stamina. Robertson 17. Crawford 22. Yeah. I would love to take Edgar, though. Okay, it's one of these 2 pitchers. I got to take a pitcher. Drysdale, who is more 6L built, but he's got a lot of good pitches, including a screwball, or John B. Yeah, they're not in yet. Chad, who do I take? I got to take a pitcher. I have no choice. Not that it's a huge upgrade. I think I take John B. But Drysdale has a bat. A little bit. You know what? We're going with Don. We're going to take Don. We're going to try him out. His first appearance in the 5L. Which leaves me Drysdale, Lamp, and it's either Bagby or Arabu. Now, I have seen people have success with Arabu. We see that in bingo all the time. Arabu gets like a really strong game. Compare player. Yeah, we're going to go with him as number 3. We got a silver, we got a bronze, and we got a iron. All right, Ezra, I'm going to raid over to you. Thank you so much, Sporer, for allowing me to show off the cards and getting those over to me so I could show them off tonight. For those of you that might be coming in a little bit later, very quickly before the raid here, we've got Warren Spawn 42. Take myself off screen there. We have the Epirixie 52. Fergie Jenkins 58. 59, Nolan Ryan. 61, Randy J. 77, Drysdale, who I just took in the 5L. Sandy Koufax and Pedro Martinez. For the hitters, we've got the catcher Roy Campanella, 59 overall. 76, Irod. 64, Buck Ewing. I didn't get him either. I wasn't offered him. Wade Boggs, first baseman, third baseman, iron, low iron. Ozzie Smith, low iron as well. Defensive speedster. Bobby Wallace, great early era card. Hank Aaron, 62 Hank Aaron. One of my favorite cards this set was the 82 Tris Speaker. Andre Dawson rounds it out. Don't forget, tomorrow, Sporer will be back at noon Eastern time with the Hall of Fame set. If you thought these cards were good, just wait until tomorrow. We're going to get some plaques and some other cards as well. Check out the Twipped episode tomorrow at noon Eastern. I will be back after Twipped. In the meantime, we're going to go raid over to Ezra. I'm just going to leave this card on the screen and stare while we raid. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next episode.